How did the cat celebrate autumn? With a pumpkin-miced latte. How did Santa's helper refrain from eating too many Christmas cookies? Elf control. Why is it so hard to buy a gift for a futurist? Because they're never satisfied with the present. Welcome to another Conversations with Kristin, that beautiful time of your day where you explore healing and understanding unconscious minds from the inside out. Today I want to talk about how to use new energy activations to clear old energy or stuck energy or low vibrational energy. Okay, so our unconscious minds are this energetic neural data vibrating through our brains and our bodies, and it's pieces of past information that are actually being projected into our current and potential moments as implicit neural data or memory data unconsciously helps us navigate our sense of self and life. So the way that we're moving through our moments and having thoughts and feelings and understandings and interpretations about what's happening is not actually coming from what's happening outside. It's coming from the activation of neural data inside our brains and our bodies. Okay, so that's basically what creates our unconscious mind. Okay, so one way we can evoke healing or activate healing is by choosing a new energy, activating the new energy, creating space to clear old energy that doesn't vibrate at the same frequency as that, and then reinvigorating that new energy. So let's kind of look at a few examples and how you can apply this, because this is a game changer, and it's really just a powerful way to transform neural data. It's a powerful way to reclaim power in your unfolding storybook of life. It's a powerful way to liberate your parts of consciousness. It's a powerful way to help heal your brain and your body so that there can be more regulation and connection and fluid flows within all of the different energetic functions of physical modalities like breathing and your nervous systems, and energetic modalities like interpretive understandings and thoughts and feelings. Okay, so the first step is to pick a new energy. So what does that mean? It means focusing on an implicit energy that you want to experience. Okay, so you don't heal anxiety by looking at the anxiety. If you're like, okay, I'm going to heal my anxiety, let's focus on the anxiety. You're feeding the energy of anxiety, and then the anxiety is going to grow. Long story short, you do not heal a problem by focusing on the problem. You change a difficulty by focusing on the solution. So instead of looking at the anxiety to heal the anxiety, you want to look at what you want to experience instead of that. So what implicit energy do you want to grow in your life? If you're experiencing anxiety and you want to heal the anxiety, do not focus on healing the anxiety. Instead, focus on the implicit energy you want to establish, which would be peace. Okay, so peace in my body, peace, relaxation in my mind, that could be an implicit energy you want to grow. If you're experiencing depression, you don't heal the depression by looking at the depression. You heal the depression by looking at what you want to experience instead of that, which might be joy. Okay, so the implicit energy you're choosing is joy. If you're feeling stuck and trapped and limited, you don't heal that by looking at how you're feeling stuck and trapped and limited. You say, okay, I want to feel free. I want to feel limitless. I want to feel infinite. That's the implicit energy you're going to grow. Okay, if you're feeling unsafe and just like tense and afraid all the time, then you don't look at the fear to heal the fear. You look at what you want to experience instead. I want to feel safe and secure in every breath and every beat of my heart. So the first step in this healing process is to pick an implicit energy you want to grow. And you can start with just one, or you can have like a little collection. It could be like a little handful. You can have like a little handful of implicit energies, like, okay, there's like a few things in my hands here. Okay, maybe it's compassion, connection, freedom, grace, forgiveness, patience, peace, joy, love, acceptance, connection, wholeness, whatever it might be. Okay, so maybe you pick one, or maybe you pick like a small handful. Okay, so that's the first step. The first thing you do is you want to get really clear on your intention, attention. What implicit energy do you want to grow? Okay, so let's start there. Take a minute, pause. You can pause this video if you want to, write it down. Spend a moment with yourself, be here in complete presence with your miraculous being, get clear on what it is that you want to grow within your unconscious mind. What implicit energy do you want to experience more of in this brand new year? It's a brand new year. It's a brand new opportunity to transform life from the inside out by rewiring your neural data, liberating your parts of consciousness, and reclaiming power within your miraculous being. You already have infinite power. It's just a matter of harnessing it moment by moment through intention and attention. Another healing journey trick: the most powerful intention is love, and the most powerful place to put attention is presence. Loving presence transforms everything. Crazy, right? Everything? That's a lot of things. Yes, loving presence can transform anything and everything. Okay, so just pause this video, take a moment. What implicit energy or energies do you want to grow? Peace, joy, love, connection, compassion, freedom, limitlessness, acceptance, embrace, whatever it is, make a note of it, write it down. Maybe it's one word, one thing, or maybe there's like 10 different things. Maybe it's a few phrases, whatever it might be. Pause this video, write it down. Okay? You got it written down? Got them implicit energies chosen? Okay, so that's the first step. You're now clear on what implicit energies you want to grow. The second step is to activate those energies. How you do that? How you activate energies that aren't inside of you but you wish they were? How you do that? Okay, so let's explore a few different ways to do this. One way is through affirmations, and these can be used in a lot of different ways. Affirmations are this magical tool with infinite potentiality. So you can speak affirmations. They're especially powerful if you speak them in the mirror and you're like looking at yourself and you're like, hello. Hello to the consciousness within. I am peace. I am love. I am joy. I see you in there. Okay, so maybe you could do little mirror affirmation meditation kind of thing. Maybe you write them down and you write it and you write it and you write it, and maybe you have like 10 pages and you're like, I am peace, I am peace, I am peace, I am peace. You get there eventually. Maybe you write it down. Maybe you say it out loud. Maybe you listen to it. Maybe you have an audio recording that you've recorded of your own voice, or maybe you have like, you go to YouTube and you're like, affirmations, please, and you click on a video and there's some random other human being speaking to you through a computer box. Like, what? Okay, so you got some kind of form of affirmations. You're either speaking them, writing them, or listening to them, or maybe combining them. Maybe you're listening to them while you write them. Maybe you're speaking them while you write them. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to apply affirmations. Basically, it's a statement that has a present tense, happening actively statement about what you want to experience. Okay, so if you're experiencing anxiety and you want to experience peace, you say, I am peace. I am peaceful. I have peace within me in every breath. I embody peace. Peace lives within me. Something that brings that energy into your current experience. Even if it's not feeling real, you want to choose affirmations that are sculpting what you want to experience, not what you already are experiencing. Because if you focus, he's teetering. If you focus on the energies you're already experiencing, then you're only going to get more of that. So what you focus on grows. Okay, so you want to pick the implicit energy and then have a way to activate that. Affirmations is one way to do that. Okay, another way is through meditations, especially if you can have like a really powerful one where either you lead it yourself or you listen to it and you follow along with a guided meditation. And there's application of visualizations, okay? So for example, if you're feeling limited and stuck and in that kind of place, and there's this visualization where it takes you on this powerful journey and you're a bird flying in the sky and you're free and you're limitless and you're infinite. That would be one example, okay? So first step, pick an implicit energy or a few. Second is find some ways to activate that energy within your subconscious experiences, okay? Affirmations and meditations are one way to do that, okay? Now we're at the part where things get really, really, really exciting. Are you ready for this? This is where things get like super whack-a-mole, because that's a word now, okay? It is. It just is. Okay. So the third step, as you activate these new implicit energies that you want to grow within your subconscious experiences, it's going to activate energies that don't align with that and create opportunities to release them. And things can get a little funky here. They can feel a little off. but that's good. That's part of healing. It's just a part of it, okay? So for example, if you're feeling anxious and you have an affirmation about being peaceful, okay? So you're feeling anxious, you have this affirmation, you speak it, you write it, you say, I am peace. As you're doing that, energies that don't agree with this statement are going to be activated subconsciously. And so it might feel like you're lying to yourself, or there might feel like this tension or this resistance, this frustration with, but that's not true. And maybe even a feeling of resentment because like you super wish it was true, but it's just not the reality. What's happening is as you activate the implicit energy that you want, okay, I am peace. I am at peace with myself. I am relaxed in my body. While you activate these implicit energies that you want, it's also going to activate implicit energies on the same topic that don't agree with that statement. Okay? With the other example is if you're feeling stuck and trapped and limited and you do this guided meditation where you're a bird flying in the sky, then in that process, you might feel this overwhelming wave of emotion. And you might just start sobbing, or you might feel tension, or you might feel angst, or you might feel something that doesn't agree with that. What's happening there is there's neural data, okay? So data in the body, data in the brain. There's data right here, there's data right here, there's data right here, there's data, I can't lift my leg that high. There's data all throughout our brain and body, head to toe. Every moment of our experience is stored inside of our body. What? I got so much info in here. Okay, so we got all this data stored inside of our brain and our body. And when we go through this process, that data gets activated, and beyond awareness, this is really important, guys. Okay, this is a game changer here. Beyond awareness, that information is being projected onto the reality of subconscious parts. So while you're up here writing your affirmation, or up here listening to this meditation, there are parts of your self-essence beyond what you can directly perceive who are first-handedly experiencing energetic projections from neural data. And you might see the result of that, like a wave of emotion or a feeling of tension. But beyond what you can directly perceive, parts of you are directly experiencing neural projections. What does that mean? Because this is really important. This is so important to understand on the healing journey, okay? It provides so much insight into experiences and opens doors for healing where they just didn't exist before, okay? So stick with me. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. So friends. Okay, so what does that mean? What does it mean for parts to experience neural projections beyond awareness, okay? So, for example, if you're feeling anxious, and your implicit energy is peace. You want to grow peace inside of you because you're feeling anxious, okay? And you have an affirmation, I am peace. I feel peaceful relaxation in my body. In this process, so that's what's happening consciously, okay? Now let's go to the subconscious reality. The reality that many parts of you are in, but you cannot directly reach in and understand what's happening from the space of the conscious self. This is happening beyond awareness, but it's happening to a lot of you, to a large part of you, okay? So beyond awareness, there's this neural data vibrating at a low frequency of love. What happened is there was some moment in the past where there was not a felt sense of safety, security, protection, and or provision. And in that moment of unfulfilled attachment needs, the experiential elements from that moment became processed into pieces of memory data with misconnections or disconnections. which means that there's these pieces of information inside our brain-body neural wiring, and they either can't get to each other, and so they're not able to communicate at all, or there's misconnections, and there's too much activity with miscommunication. Okay, so there's either this hyper connectivity type thing, like two people screaming at each other, which is overcoupled memory data, or there's this data that can't understand the relationship between it. There's no communication at all. That's undercoupled memory data. So what happened was there was this moment in the past, and it could have just been one moment, or it could have been a series of moments, okay? But any moment of life where there's not fulfillment of attachment needs, the experiential elements in that moment become pieces of misconnected and or disconnected memory data, and then those are being activated and projected onto the reality of subconscious parts beyond awareness. And so parts are experiencing information from that moment of the past where there was not a felt sense of safety, security, protection, and provision, and they're feeling like immense peril. And that's what's creating the anxiety. And so the conscious self is up here, maybe aware of some of the anxiety, but does not directly understand that beyond awareness, there are a large amount of subconscious parts experiencing neural projections of specific and abstract information from the past where there was not a felt sense of safety, security, protection, and provision. Okay, so this process, the first thing you do is you pick the new implicit energy that you want to grow. Okay, the second step is to find a way to activate that new implicit energy. Affirmations and meditations are one way to do that. And then the third step is to create space for release. Because in this process, as you activate the new energy, it's also going to activate energies on the same topic that don't agree with that. And so while you're trying to instill a sense of peace, maybe you're in a meditation and you're just bringing yourself into stillness and you're relaxed and you're bringing yourself into a place of peace, in that process of activating the new implicit energy, it's also going to activate energies on the same topic that don't agree with that. And in that process, subconscious parts are going to be experiencing these neural projections beyond direct awareness. And it's going to be affecting them in a lot of different ways. Hey soul friends, thanks for joining me for part 2 of this video. So the first step is to choose a new implicit energy that you want to grow, and it could be one or it could be a few energies. The second step is to find ways to intentionally activate those new energies, such as through affirmations or meditations. The third step is to create space for release, because as you activate these new energies intentionally, it's also going to activate energies on the same topic that don't agree with that. So if you're trying to activate energies of joy, it's going to activate energies of sadness that are stuck in neural data in your body. If you're trying to activate energies of peace, it's going to activate energies of anxiety that are stuck inside the neural data of your brain and your body. If you're trying to activate sensations of freedom, then it's going to activate sensations of being stuck or limited or trapped inside of the neural data of your brain and your body. But it's not a bad thing that they're coming up. It's not a bad thing that they're getting activated, okay? It's important to create space for acceptance and allowance and love and compassion, and just to embrace yourself in this process of healing. Okay, so as these things become activated, what you want to do is create space to release them, and that means letting go of them. Okay, so we don't want to stay stuck feeling them and feeling them and feeling them and feeling them, because then we're not letting them go. Okay, so if you're trying to feel joy and you activate a sensation of joy and it brings this wave of sadness, you don't want to be like, oh my God, I'm so sad, and stay stuck in that place of sadness. You want to create space for it to come up, and then immediately redirect your attention towards love and presence. And acknowledge what comes up, and then redirect yourself towards love and presence. And then acknowledge what comes up without responding to it. You don't have a discussion with the sadness. You don't have a discussion with the anxiety. You don't have a discussion with the anger. You do not talk to these emotions, because when you respond to these low vibrational neural activations, you're feeding their energetic data, which makes them get bigger. For example, if you have this feeling of a compulsion come up, and you act on it and you engage with it and you have a discussion with these obsessive thoughts that might come up, then the neural data creating those obsessions and or compulsions gets bigger, and the frequency, intensity, and duration of those automated experiences increases. So you don't want to have a conversation with these things that are coming up. You don't want to talk to the sadness. You don't want to directly respond to it, but you do want to acknowledge that it's there. Okay, I see you, sadness. Now I'm redirecting myself towards love and presence. As these low vibrational energies are being activated in your neural data, you want to create space to acknowledge them and release them. You don't want to get stuck in them, because then you just feed the neural data unconsciously, but you also don't want to ignore that they are coming up. You don't want to pretend like they don't exist, okay? But every time you acknowledge it and then you redirect your attention towards love and presence, you are rewiring the neural data creating these feelings. So if this sensation of sadness comes up, comes across you like a wave, acknowledging it and redirecting your attention towards love and presence gradually rewires the neural data creating the sadness, because the sadness is not coming from your present experience. The sadness is coming from neural projections, data from a past moment of life where parts of your miraculous being did not feel loved, seen, appreciated, treasured, or celebrated. And so the sadness might be felt right here in the present moment, but it's not actually coming from the present moment. It's coming from how neural data is interpreting the present moment because of past moments that lacked a felt sense of being loved and seen and appreciated and treasured and celebrated. Okay? And beyond direct awareness, beyond the superficial feeling of sadness, subconscious parts are directly experiencing abstract vibrations of energetic data from that neural wiring that was created during those past experiences. And we can help welcome our parts home to the present moment and rewire the neural data so they're not stuck in those feelings by acknowledging and redirecting. Okay, so it's this gradual process of release, because there's like this fine balance, because if we get stuck in the trying to release it by feeling it and feeling it and feeling it, we need to somewhat feel it to acknowledge it. But if we stay stuck in feeling it, then we're not healing it. We're just getting trapped in it. But if we completely ignore it, then there's not a chance for it to heal. So it's this very, very fine balance, and you kind of got to explore it for yourself. But the goal is to acknowledge the feelings and then come back to love and presence as quickly as you can. And so it might look like focusing on love and presence and staying there, because if you look at the sensations, they'll be too much. So maybe you just focus on love and presence and ground yourself in the here and now, and you don't look at anything because it's too much, and you need to just focus on helping your brain and your body and your consciousness be right here. And then as this ability grows to be love and presence, then you can glance at the emotions and bring yourself back and then kind of gradually heal it there, okay? If you're at a place where you can easily return to a centered space of love and presence, then you can look at the really painful stuff and bring yourself right back and heal that neural data, okay? But the goal is to be able to glance at the thoughts and the feelings and immediately redirect yourself towards love and presence, because that's how that neural data heals, okay? So pick the implicit energy, find a way to activate it, create space to release energies that don't agree with that, and then as you do this process, you want to reinstill the new energy, okay? So as this stuff comes up, you acknowledge it, you release it, you bring yourself back to love and presence, and then you focus on feeding more of the new energy. You focus on that affirmation, you focus on that meditation, you focus on the love and the presence that you are in the moment, Okay, and this is a very, very powerful way to create healing from the inside out, because our personal understandings of ourselves and our lives are not coming from the outside world. That's just vibrational signals. It's just stimulus activating our neural data in certain ways that creates unique experiences of consciousness. And so if we're experiencing anxiety or depression or loneliness or anger or frustration or irritability or perfectionism or feeling inadequate, whatever it might be, all of that's coming from neural data that was created during past moments of experience where there was not a felt sense of attachment needs being fulfilled. Okay? And understanding how the neural wiring works, understanding how it creates experiences for subconscious parts beyond awareness, and understanding where our power lies within this inner reality is really important. And from that space of renewed understanding, we can apply some practices, and the more we apply them, the more healing we can create for ourselves. Like if you do this once a day, things are going to change. Things are going to change over time because you're investing in the new energy you want to grow and releasing the energies that are resistant to that. Like if you want to grow an energy of worthiness, then you activate the worthiness, you let go of the unworthiness, you activate the worthiness, you let go of the unworthiness, and then eventually the subconscious data heals and creates new types of inner experiences. Okay? Very, very powerful way. So one way to heal neural data, liberate parts of consciousness, reclaim personal power, transform life experience from the inside out, is to activate new energies to help clear old energies. Because it's all just energy. We are vibrational beings, and everything in our unconscious mind is just energetic data. And it's important to kind of keep this space inside of us vibrating at a high frequency of love. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your courage and embracing your everyday healing journey through life. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for being so brave. I'm so proud of you for being so courageous. I'm so proud of you for choosing to love yourself. I'm so proud of you for daring to extend compassion to all parts of your miraculous inner being. I am so proud of you for your patience and your peace in the process of it. I'm so proud of you for harnessing the tools that you have and learning new tools to apply in your everyday healing journey through life. I'm so proud of you for believing in yourself. I'm so proud of you for daring to rise above the automated sensations of what life has given you so that you can create a beautiful life that you are worthy of. You're already worthy of a beautiful life. You didn't know? Darling, you are already worthy of a beautiful, beautiful life. Beautiful, beautiful life. And it's important to help every part of your miraculous inner being know, feel, and believe in that reality. Okay? You have all the power you need inside of your own internal energy. It's just a matter of consciously directing it. I believe in you infinitely and endlessly, and I am cheering you on. You got this. You got this, soul friend. You already got this. And if you'd ever like to connect one-on-one through a consciousness consulting call or consciousness consultation, I would be honored to connect with you and serve as a healing journey guide so that you have greater understanding and clarity and guidance and empowerment so that you can know how to understand and heal your unconscious mind, because you have that power and it will change your life from the inside out. It's the biggest and best thing in the world you could ever invest your energy in. So if you would like to connect, I would be absolutely honored by the chance to connect with you and serve as a healing journey guide. You can schedule a session at kristinwindsor.com. That link is here in the video description below. I really look forward to connecting with you. Brings me great joy. Brings me great joy. I'm sending you all of my love. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. You got this. Pick that new implicit energy. Feed it. Release anything that is resistant to it, and then feed it some more. You got this. Happy New Year, and have a beautiful and blessed day.